And entering in hole 9, Devin and Jamie are now tied at 68 each with Devin's birdie there. Scott's 3 strokes back at 71, and our man is 4 strokes back at 72.
We got a battle here.
Into hole 9, it's again the B pin here, par 3. It's 236 feet. The canal running on the left, but it doesn't really come much into play here.
Look at this tee, big dog. This one looks really wet.
A lot more sun right here. It's thawed it out.
A little slippage there. And caught some late wood. You see that basket in the back there. There is some wood to manage here. I think they're more concerned with the footing. And whenever that happens, it's going to cause you to not really focus in on where you need to release the disc.
Our man hit some wood relatively early there.
Yeah.
See how Jamie can do off this sloppy tee here. Looking pretty reasonable shot there. He should have a putt.
I didn't hear any wood on that, so that's always a good sign. Probably carried the pin. Manageable putt. That's pretty good.
Scott
right
went
there.
through as well. That's pretty close. Scott, being 3 strokes back here, is looking to put some pressure on to try and get back into the hunt here.
Now keep the nose up on this shot and let the disc drag. That way you can carry the pin with some power.
He held on to it too long there, Joey.
He just held on to it a little bit too long, but I think he's going to be able to get up and down from there, big dog. A veteran like Ray is not going to mess that shot up too often. He should be able to get up and down for his par. Even though he had a bad drive, he was close enough to manage that. And really, for all intents and purposes, you really need to manage the golf course. You can only take what the course gives you. This is a lengthy putt, but very makeable because he is putting right now. And, you know, he may bag this.
Ooh, low.
Looked like the line was good, just too low.
Yep.
And our man to save par. Very nice save. Now see, you expect that from a veteran. Down but not out.
Yep. All right, Jamie went a little long on his drive, so he's got to come back to the pin.
Nice putt.
Nice putt.
He's going to pick up a stroke there. Take the lead.
Yep. Scott also had a nice drive that left him a little long, and he makes the putt easily.
Very nice
birdie for him as well.
Devin for par.
Drops it in for his par. A little bit of mud in that disc. So Jamie's got the lead now with a 70. Devin 1 stroke back with a 71. 2 strokes Scott Howard back there at 73, and then 2 further strokes for our man at a 75. And we move on to hole 10. It's a par 3, Joey. It's a 310 feet as we start off the back 9.
Now, typically what the right-handers do here, because it's such an extreme low ceiling hyzer shot, that they try to skip it into the pin. So let's see what happens here on this first shot.
Okay. Jamie throws.
It's flat, and now it should start to tilt over to the hyzer angle.
Right.
And skip. There's the skip.
Oh,
Oh, it
and he
almost
hits
went
the
in.
basket.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
Almost
wow.
went in the basket.
Almost. Little, if he'd hit what, a little bit earlier, he would have been a little higher.
That's exactly right.
And,
a little bit earlier, and he would have. The disc would have rose up a little bit into the chains.
Well, let's see if Scott can try and do the same thing here. Up, little higher throw.
That looks a little
further,
bit tight.
To the left there.
Yep, just a little bit short and tight to the left.
Devin from the tee. Much flatter shot. There's a big skip off the snow.
Nice skip.
And, yep, he's right in there. That's a putt for him.
He's in for a putt.
See how
And the
our man
veteran
can do.
Flat, and now tail off into the hyzer angle and skip. Nice.
Yep. Oh, nice shot.
Very nice.
We should see some more birds here in this hole, Joey, I think.
Yeah, I think all 4 of them should have birdies on this hole. But again, you know, temperature, conditions, wet tees, you know, all those things factor in. Sometimes it throws you off your game a little bit.
Right. This is Scott. A couple trees to go around, but he makes the putt.
He just got that one in.
Yep. Looks like he almost overcompensated a little bit for the not letting the head game of the trees get in his way. He ended up closer to the trees than he wanted to be.
Exactly.
Devin should have no problem with that. But oh, it comes out the back. How about that one, Joey?
You know that it happens. It's rare, but it does happen if the disc is at the wrong angle or if it's moving away from the basket rather than in towards the middle.
Right.
It can have the tendency to kind of cut through and go out the backside. So, or get a deflection.
Wow, it's unfortunate considering where the score's at right now. He really needed to have that putt stay in there.
He should have took a little bit more time, you know, knowing that he's only down 1. Jamie's sitting right there for a deuce. You got to be thinking, hey, I got to make this putt.
Wow. So Devin, yeah, with that unfortunate putt, it gets the only par. So it's Jamie's now opened up a 2-stroke lead for him. Scott's 1 stroke back, and our man's 2 strokes back from Scott. So we moved to basket 11. This is the 8-pin. It's a par 3. It's 314 feet, Joe.
Now this is another Anheuser shot, kind of a sky shot. You want to get it up real high, get it around the tree, and have it flex down to the pin. This is a real controlled shot here. Not easy to throw. A lot like hole number 1.
Right. A little bit of cut there caused him to roll away. If a little less angle, he might have actually had a little bit of skip towards the basket. It's tough making that shot.
Yeah, when you throw a flex shot, you want it to land flat so it slides, because if it hits down that angle, it has a tendency to roll away, and you don't want the roll away because that adds distance to the next shot.
Sure. Let's see how Scott does off the tee here. Oh, he's a little tighter to the tree.
That's a beauty, just a little too tight.
Yeah, very tight. How about that?
Now, fortunately, this is in the A pin position, so it's not all the way out. You know, when it's in a long pin position, it poses, you know, a chance at bogeying. But since they're here in the A pin, this is very reachable for all these guys.
Right. Our man goes with a roller. Oh, it just didn't stand up, Joe.
Yeah, I don't think he had enough on that shot to begin with. You know, even though the ground is wet in spots, you still gotta crush this out a little bit, make that disc travel the distance.
So Devin, let's see if he can duplicate that spectacular shot he had on 1, and that's a pretty nice shot, Joe.
That was the best of the lot.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully he can make this putt and tighten it up.
So our man with his 2nd shot, middle of the fairway.
Nice run. That's a great run.
Yep, nice upshot there.
That's what I expect out of that veteran.
Yep. Okay, Scott left himself very tight over there. So
This is a long
got a bit
putt.
of a putt to make here. Oh, he made a run at it.
Caught some chain there. It's a shame he wasn't a little bit more on target. He might have bagged that one. It's definitely had the height.
Devin looking to get a birdie here to pick up a stroke. And, oh, off the top of the basket.
Yeah, see, you know, I hit the top of the basket. That may have been an over-adjustment from the last hole when he cut through the chains.
Right. Jamie shooting here for a birdie could give him a 3-stroke lead. Long putt. Oh, and it stays